Hey guys, D Smooth here, and I'm feeling real petty after my last video. You guys were so dismissive, didn't even listen to my points. Just in one ear, out the other ear about Rick Sanchez. Oh, the Doctor's so much older, the Doctor fought in wars, completely ignoring the fact that the Doctor has barely any actual combat feats. What has the Doctor actually done? And to prove this point, I brought out the big guns. Batman. The legendary Great Crusader. You all know who he is, I don't even need an introduction. Let's compare these two, why Batman would destroy the Doctor, and why the Doctor is a fraud, part 2. Let's look at Batman. Batman is a master of over 120 different styles of martial arts. He has taken on entire armies of trained soldiers, thugs, superhumans. He's taken on everything. He's fought in literally everything. You know the difference between him and the Doctor? We actually see him fighting a lot. We actually see the fighting. Like, I admit, the Doctor's really smart. The Doctor's main thing is that he's super smart with gadgets, and he has all kinds of crazy sci-fi alien tech and other stuff like that. And then there's the stuff with regeneration. Thing is, the Doctor, he can't really fight. At least not on the level of Batman or any fighter type character. And that was the point I was trying to make with Doctor versus Rick. Rick has proven himself as a fighter. He will go out guns blazing with multiple opponents at once on numerous occasions. He's done that literally dozens of times. Well, the Doctor, he's only thrown hands like a few times, maybe. The third Doctor knew karate, man. So what? That's it? Just karate? It's not gonna mean much when you going up against the Dark Knight. That ain't gonna be nothing to him. What? That's all you know, karate? And like, how many fighting styles does the Doctor know? Maybe 2. The third Doctor knew karate, and Jodie Whittaker did Aikido once. That was it. That's really the only 2 different fighting styles he knows. I think he might have mastered 2 fighting styles of the Time Lords, but that's it. Like, just because someone claims to be an experienced fighter doesn't automatically mean they're good. There's a difference between Batman and the Time Lord. Batman has proven himself as a fighter in any form of Batman media. You can go out and you can watch Batman fight armies. Like literally dozens upon dozens, even hundreds of dudes, just fighting them all, just beating them all up. Just like you can play any of the Arkham games, Batman's taking on whole armies. You can watch the cartoons, Batman's taking on whole armies. You can watch the live action movies, Batman taking on all armies. Batman is always fighting huge groups of people all at once. And sometimes some of them have superpowers, some of them have sci-fi gear, and Batman is fighting all of them. The Doctor is completely lacking in combat feats. Completely lacking. This is why the Doctor's a fraud. He runs his mouth, acts big and bad, and then runs away. See, the idea of running away and outsmarting an opponent, alone I can respect that. Until you start running your mouth, acting all big and bad, giving those crazy speeches. Those Doctor speeches he does in New Who are stupid. They're completely stupid. Like, remember when 11, and I mentioned this before, when 11 was given that speech on top of that rock with all those alien spaceships flying around? Remember every time I stopped you. Remember every black day I ever stopped you. I don't have any weapons, no gadgets on me, but I still stopped you. About 12 minutes later, the Doctor's being carried away by all of his rogues gallery. And he's like, no, wait, please don't do this. Wait, what happened to the big bad Time Lord? What happened to the big bad Time Lord that was talking all that smack earlier? And it forced me to believe that, maybe he's just a fraud. He really doesn't have any combat feats. Here's the thing, the fact that he's running his mouth and giving these big speeches like I am speeches claiming to be a god. In Old Who, he didn't do that. In Old Who, he'll gave a speech every now and then, but it wasn't him talking about how tough he was. That'd be dumb. Those speeches weren't him talking about how tough he was. It was him talking about the humanity of something he believed in. It wasn't a look how tough I am speech. That's what New Who gets wrong. And you see the same mistake repeated in in 10. There's a scene where 10 walks up to Rose, who's literally guarded by 2 Daleks. And instead of shooting him, the Daleks are all scared. And that's supposed to make the Doctor look tough. Intimidation is not power. Power is power. Oh, look at Batman. Batman, oh, he uses intimidation. Yeah, after he already broke every bone in your body. After he already beat you up. And I'm not saying that to be a hero, you absolutely have to be physical all the time and fight people. I'm saying that if that's what you're going to talk about, you're going to talk about being big and bad, and you got to back that up. The Doctor was never meant to be a fighter. He's meant to be more of an Indiana Jones, just runs away and tries to outsmart you type guy. Alone, I can respect that. But when the Doctor keeps running his mouth and acting all big and bad with those crazy speeches, now the Doctor just looks like a two-faced, fake tough guy. That was the point I was trying to make in my last video. The Doctor has nowhere near the level of combat feats that Rick Sanchez or Batman has. Now I gotta bring out the big guns, because y'all being ignorant and not listening to my point. Let's go into this battle even more. Let's see how a fight between Batman and the Doctor would go. Batman has taken on cosmic entities before. He's taken down the whole Justice League. He's been on Justice League Adventures. He's taken out cosmic entities, outsmarted cosmic entities. He's beaten Mr. and Mrs. Pixelic before. Batman would easily find, especially you go by current Infinite Frontiers Batman, he's gonna catch on that he's gonna immediately find out the Doctor's an alien, and if they're in opposition, he's gonna build some device that'll prevent time travel or any type of dimensional rifting with the TARDIS. And like, I understand that the Doctor is really smart, really capable. Like, all the feats that you kept mentioning in the last video, none of it was combat related. Yeah, the Doctor has impressive durability feats like getting hit by lightning stuff. It's not really combat related. He cannot fight. All those feats that y'all mentioned, first of all, they usually involve the TARDIS. The most impressive thing that the Doctor did was survive time being stopped and keep moving back and forth from the God of Time, which is impressive, but again, it's not really combat related. If Batman gets within close range of the Doctor, he's just gonna beat the snot out of the Doctor and break every single bone in his body. And like, I want you to honestly say if the Doctor is Batman's level of combat skill. I do not care about the Time Warp. What did the Doctor do in the Time Warp? What did the Doctor do? He ran away and tried to outsmart you from a distance. Again, that's all he ever does. That was the point I was trying to make. He can't really scrap with his hands. Nowhere near on the level that someone like the Doctor, even Rick Sanchez can. I know Rick Sanchez isn't a martial artist, but you know, Rick Sanchez, he a real one. He's going all out Rambo on numerous occasions, fighting multiple opponents at once. When has the Doctor thrown hands with multiple opponents at once? Never. He's never done that. He's never gone all out Shang-Chi. He's never gone all out Batman. He's never done any of that stuff. But he wants to act tough and act like he can. And he only does it when he has advantage. Remember when 11 walked up to that general, they seized the ship, instead of saying, oh, I want them to call you Colonel Runaway. He's only doing that because he has the advantage and he has that guy surrounded. Would the Doctor have done that if he was in any other position, if they weren't surrounded? No, you would know who would do that? Batman. Batman told Batman ain't scared of nothing. This is the problem with the Doctor. He acts all big and bad, but he has no hands. He's not a Batman. He's not a Shang-Chi. And you know, Rick Sanchez isn't on that level either. But you know, he's going out like a real one. He's going out all Rambo. Rick Sanchez is definitely a Rambo. He's going out all out Rambo. The Doctor would never do that. Doctor couldn't do that. I want y'all to say, when has the Doctor displayed any level of high advanced combat feats? He never does. All he does is run around, outsmart you from a distance. That's the point. The Doctor is not that level of fighter. But he keeps talking like he is. That's why I was so mad in the past video, because the Doctor gives off so many fake tough guy vibes. That's all I got for today. See you guys later.